prices for every ticker, for every stock, for every day, I think, for the last few years, maybe 10 years. And also there are a few databases with weather records, so history of weather around the globe according to some like weather providers like AccuWeather, etc., and according to some government emergency providers that report on hurricanes, for example. So let's ask the following, and this is the real question that I got in history of this agent that some user asked. What stocks depend on weather? So now it needs to understand what database to use. I don't give any clue on the New York City Police Department, as in the previous example. And it needs to understand that these two databases can be joined. So the query will be a little bit more complex, and it has no context at all. So I don't know it doesn't know how to use this data. It needs to evaluate the data on the fly. So we found the stock database and one of the weather databases. It's interesting that only one. And if we open one of the queries, we should see the join itself. Maybe it was previously. Sometimes it performs the join in memory, like not as the query. That's a bad situation. Ideally, you should run the join in the database because it's more cheap operation. But in general, it will give you an answer that, you already can see in the code, utilities and energy companies, agriculture companies. And that's interesting because sometimes it picks another database that is also a valid answer. So these are the stocks. And there is a database that contains hurricanes records, or hurricanes history. And there are, for example, some home depot providers like Praxis and Gamma, but in the United States, and they depend heavily on hurricanes because after hurricanes, everyone restores their homes. So I wonder, it's pretty obvious to use this data on the market, so I wonder if someone already do this. So you can